CTs, as this one is going to be high octane even from the get-go. They're going to burst their way out through Squeaky Door and bombard their way out towards the huts. Ooh, the odds might be close from Betway, but are these shots going to be near misses? Barely whizzing by. They've actually been able to get down, but it's only one player through. They've already lost. This could get a little bit awkward for them if it carries on the same way. Finally attack back onto Abel. JK Serato comes through with a kill though on towards Liaz. Azza starts to perk up a bit as well. And now they charge over towards the bomb. It's all on Yuri. He comes delving out through the window.
I think this should be a free kill anyway, though. Art on top of here.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Yeah, Gratisfaction with the peek up. Gets one. Is able to quickly dart out of there as well. So that's the initial spanner thrown into the works of the Furia train. Regrouped up towards ramp as they are actually coming down and linking up as a little bit of a conga line of death. They're going to be walking in towards JKS.
Oh, they turned around.
Oh. They actually back off.
They made noise.
Yeah.
As I said, this setup's going to come into play. The wall vent on top of Hut. As soon as he gets contact from the wall vent guy, the Hut player can then swing out as well, if needed.
Ooh, Vinny gets the trade onto Jacob. This is a good position to be in, but they don't realize that Azza's waiting on the top rope, trying to get the shots down upon them. Gratisfaction as well, helping him out a little bit there. So it all falls once again on Yuri in a 1 versus 3. 7 seconds on the clock. In reality here, he's trying to just not die as he sprints around. Luckily,
Art's taking a lot of damage, but he did get down the vent. So that should be a plan. We need JKS to hold down the fort, though. It depends. Does he hold ramp or does he go for the plan?
Well, JKS is going to kill everyone. Yeah. Kills 2 of them. Gratisfaction's already there as well. Art should be dead at this point. Gets out the Glock. Nearly actually finds the frag somehow. JKS is just waiting for the follow-up frag. Back onto K Serato, who will be killed by the MP9. Art trying to make his move in towards the bomb site. Has to be careful though. It depends on the timing from Azza. Jacob focusing over towards Squeaky. Gets one. The trade comes back from Abel J. Finally, Yuri's able to get into the effect as well. Vinny charges up towards front site, gets the kill on Gratisfaction. At this point, though, they're left into a 2 versus 2.
Somebody's get pushed out. That gap I was talking about, Vinny is holding it. If they swing, Vinny has a free reign on it.
Vinny with 1. Liaz has traded it, though, so it just comes down to the 1 versus 1. It all goes down to who wins the high-speed stuff there from Art as he looks to try and find a pick. Almost found it as well. Instead, the smoke's going to bloom. One of his teammates just bombard straight out. But the aggression is working so much better. Everyone wins their...
What's the peak going to be? Ooh. If he didn't re-peak, he was going to be closed in from another angle. Art did actually drop there, fully.
Much to write home about in terms of the firepower they're bringing out to play with today. Art, he's in close range. Azza, right there on the corner, waiting to try and attack with the CZ in close range. The pistols actually will come into effect as everyone is going to sprint towards them. Azza grabs himself the AWP, but it won't get a chance to actually fire any shots from it as Yuri strikes him down with the Krieg. And it's now Krieg warfare. It's time for Lias to try and shine through with a weapon that he stole. No chance as if it's almost just going to be a standard outside take to try and see if this will cause any type of reaction from Renegades. Bit of ramp control being tested as well, but Gratisfaction's there, and this is only going to make him happy if they offer themselves up like this so easily. 1 man dryly exposed there. It's an easy pick with the AWP. No one else really wants to run the risk either of trying to beat out Gratisfaction, so they back off. They're heading back towards A, and they're going to try and do it again, this time a little bit later on into the round. Azza trying to decide which angle to actually face from, walks into his own demise. Luckily, all of his teammates are doing the work for him. And it just falls down onto Art in a 1 versus 3 as he finds the first pick, taking down Gratisfaction.
He's a very patient AWPer, it seems, with most of his angles. He stays there holding it, even when things are going wrong near him. Bold move. What? The fact that that was a headshot, they already know. He'll be able to give all this info.
Oh no, JKS from the rafters.
He doesn't check.
It's an easy 2K, but he's not aware. Yuri was behind him. He gets that pick, ignites up towards ramp as well.
It's all well and good having a load of flashes, but if you can't flash the players, what's the point?
Especially when you're just being spammed to high hell instantly on your way in towards the site. Gratisfaction's the only one that had an opportunity to take a shot back at them. Gets the first kill. Nice nade as well. Yuri's very low now. Grabs the M4. A wild spam comes across, so at least they should die down in the bomb site. But there's no chance of finding the round. He wants to try and grab it, but yeah, no chance. Just really got to try and back off and take some damage from this bomb blast. Oh no. Actually has enough health to survive that there. I suppose that's just the way the cookie crumbles. The aggression is back as well, the confidence for Furia. Art has just leaped his way out towards the A site instantly. And this constant struggle for dominance is just leaving them in such an awkward position. That's where they really do come out their shell as well. They are one of those teams that definitely looks a whole lot better when obviously they're fired up, they're landing their shot.
Improve everything like that.
Yeah, there must be that crazy level of commitment. Art, talking about committing, just straight goes in for the play. It works out well, and now everyone's going to swarm towards the side. But so much damage is being done from Gratisfaction there. The pistol that just didn't stop giving, tried to tag them up so much, doesn't really help out. And the position they're left in, though, as Jacob only has a max 7 from a distance, he's getting the gut shots off. Brings up down to the Pugstar.
Look at him go!
My goodness! Where is he?
he's got fires though.
Yeah, keeps him very low. As he is left with just 13 HP. Keserato, though, trying to take a stab in the dark over towards the A site. Oh, tasty headshot to open it up. Vinny will trade it as well, as Azza doesn't get a chance to really put his stamp onto the round. Molotov just in the nick of time. Point forward for the Renegades. They have no kit.
It's a good flash.
Free flashbangs.
Gratisfaction gets up because of that flash from JKS. The flash will then be used the other way. Beautiful.
Oh, the spam
However,
down.
he can't see him!
Yuri gets one with JKS!
This is his usual play.
This has become the standard, yeah, and it seems they've actually potentially caught onto it, although he might still get an entry kill from it. Tons of damage done to Jacob. Luckily, Art is eventually put into his place.
He's out.
But they're just charging out towards the site. Vinny's gone on his lonesome. The city's just starting to get caught off guard by the sheer rate at which they're just swarming out. But the kills come through instantly. Good stuff from Jacob. He's able to hold the line. Yuri, he's got an AWP.
He's so confident in the read.
Yeah.
That's what it is, I think. Plus, I think he's read The Art of War by Carrigan CSGO when it comes to land play.
You just run at them.
You just go at them. They can't hear you very well. Just get smoke.
Time here.
That smoke's terrible. He can get out with that. They're still going to commit to the plant.
Oh,
he's out.
There we go. He slides straight through. Oh,
he
does a double kill as well.
Keserato's going to squeak.
Art's down. Keserato starts spamming through. Able J's actually going to get the kill from the elevated angle with the P250. Tries to jump off to get into a better spot. He needs to grab a weapon. Eventually gets an M4. 11 bullets left in it. As he'll want to try and scurry off. Seeming like he's debating whether or not going for the actual reload right now. Expecting the push to be coming through. Keserato, if he gets the kill, maybe it's a different storyline. Instead, it's all on Able J. Still only 11 bullets, Ben. It's going to be a horrible task for him. Luckily, Azza is low. Gets the first to flick across onto the second. Has he delayed enough time? They've sprinted over towards the bomb. Gratisfaction has a kit.
Just about.
Oh.
Nope, he's not got it. Smoke forward. He did it. He's good. Ooh, he's taking a lot of damage.
Oh,
they're both blind.
He keeps going. He gets another kill as he just sprints in towards him. The bloodlust of this man knows no bounds. Yuri as well with a trade coming through. The Krieg killer back on the scene. More to be done as his posse pops off as well. And it is all down to JKS in a 1 versus 3. A horrible position to be left in now. This could be 7-7. This is going to keep it so close going through out of the first half here. The opening map of our best of 3 between Renegades and Furia. Let's go right down to the wire, it seems. JKS slowly tiptoeing his way back over, trying to keep noise to a minimum as he advances in here. He can just back off, save the weapon. There's been no contact. Bring it through to that next round and look to see who actually gets the advantage at the half. It's got to be an 8-7 to one team or the other.
Just kind of crazy. I mean, I wouldn't know how many opening kills Art has been a part of. That's good, really good damage actually going into the last round. Although Renegades won't have like these mollies come through.
Surely at some point this stops him. He gets another kill
he
for it.
He still gets a kill though.
He's been able to find the pick on towards Azza. No one can stop him. You can't stop the Art. It's just
straight down the vent. However, how many of them actually made it through? 2 of them. They did get the bomb down. And JKM wins that fight as well. But Art, the man you were talking about.
Ooh, overwhelmed there towards the B site this time around. Isn't able to actually be the punisher we needed to see coming through. Able J hoping to try and get an angle as well. He takes a couple of warning shots off, just darting down towards the back of B site. A nice shot from Vinny as JKS's heads gets popped clean off. And it's just left on 2 men. The last remaining Renegades down there, quaking in their boots as the push comes towards them. Azza with a P250 pistol gets the headshot back on Keserato, and it's all up to Liaz. Isn't quite able to do it. Able J, a 4K for him into the round. as he'll be able to actually do a pretty really going to put the pedal to the metal as they get themselves ready. The flashbang goes across, still waiting for that initial bombardment. Jay comes straight on top of the lip. No one focusing in towards the garage. Yuri finally peeks out, gets 2 critical kills for it. There's no potential for the trade at all. There's the auto shotgun coming through as JKS gets eaten by it, absolutely destroyed. I knew he'd catch one on the lurk.
The force buy into it didn't quite amount to too much. Nevertheless, Furia though put themselves in a good position. Ooh.
That nade as well.
Still keeps taking the fight.
Just rinsed them. Happy to try and go for the kills. Luckily, Keserato actually gets it with the MP9 as well, so that's even more money being made.
Then he lost to the... He lost to a Glock. The Glock killed him.
Reveals his hand too early, peeks out towards Secret. At this point, you've just transferred the map control over to him, told him where you were. Art dies on his lonesome as well, sold to Sauron by his teammate. And this is getting much worse as well. Yuri still trying to initiate through the back door. Getting tagged up then, left on 73 HP. Abel J has got a hard task ahead of him.
It's a very rough position. I mean, the FAMAS isn't exactly the greatest weapon for it either. It's a good start, but nothing more.
Yeah, just the single frag before he's traded back upon there by Jacob. 2 men remaining. Keserato and Yuri creeping through the vents. It's actually curious as well that Furia, one of the teams we're still seeing actually actively use the AUG still. Yeah. So Abel J and Yuri still rocking it.
It doesn't seem to be too bad. That's the first time I've seen that smoke on top of blue in quite a while as well. That's the classic one you use.
Room for the response. Right now it's a bit of a stalemate. This round looking a little bit stagnant with 35 seconds left on the clock.
Vinny's in squeaky room. This should... Oh, JKS knows.
Oh, it doesn't matter that he knows, Ben. He won't be thinking about that play anymore. His head's been removed. And they set themselves up for the strike towards the A site. Keserato, eyes peeled back, looking towards the elevated angle with an easy 2K. And it all falls onto Gratisfaction, AWP in hand. Gifted the first kill. If he can get the follow-up, he can still win the round. So close, but yet so far away. Seconds of a difference from being able to connect that carries on right now on the opening map here at the best of 3. Ooh. The early bombardment allows Jacob to get the first pick, and JKS to actually make his way already down towards the lower bomb site.
Look how quick he's gone though. He's already had contact.
Yeah, knows the Abel J's location. This is going to put a lot of pressure onto Furia. However, the response towards outside is gleaming. He can block off Secret. The actual rotation from the Renegades
JKS
is completely blocked off.
JKS should have him.
Just gotta find him though. He's hiding the smoke. Exposes his leg. Finally, JKS will get the shot back across. They're going to be able to roam down. They can go through Secret. The blockade's been removed. Now they can try and actually execute down towards the B-bomb site. Ooh, the face from Abel J. It just depends when that push actually comes. Vinny slowly going forward, eventually commits to the kill. Now both of them need to double team it down quickly, Ben. They've got to be rapid about this one. They've got...
He's coming up the ladder, still scoped in.
He's just bizarre.
He's still...
but it works! The pop-up warp from Art! Out of nowhere, lurking through the vents.
Oh,
the
third.
Just carries on the tag. No, surely not. As he's been able to get that across, switches out to the AK, wanted to play a round of gun game, but instead it is going to be Abel J to shut this one down. That's ridiculous. Keserato, the backstab onto JK. He's got one bullet. Gets the kill.
He had one bullet. Art is going to make a play, I think.
They choose to push towards Vinny. They're going to be able to get out of the hut, but Art is still there with the AWP. Fights back. Look at the movement. He gets away so easily. So graceful with the AWP. As he backs off, expects the push nearly through the blindness as well. Would have found that frag. Keserato has to chime in to help him out. But he's very confident in being able to just get that first kill and keep pushing with it. That's the factor that's really sort of set the difference, is you can't count him out after he gets one. He's still going to be able to do more. Like now, he's still looking for that second initial pick. Gets it as the head's just offered to him by Liaz, as he's just going to peek up towards outside. Still not content, as he will be looking to try and even further demolish his way through Renegades into this round. Gratisfaction
in a AWP's body. He gets that kill anyway.
It's just crazy. He just runs around with the AWP. He's just been blowing everyone to pieces. He'll probably run and actually get this kill as well. Right now, it seems. Everyone towards outside as well. The full commit for the actual 4-man burst. They're going to be trying to charge their way through. Oh, he's trying to play around the smoke. Just teasing them. Art going down, eventually killed out by JKS. So we're left into the 3 versus 3.
They'll have to make noise. Ooh. Yeah, one of them's broken. The bomb has gone there.
Gets that first pick, peeks back up to try and get the second as well as he spams out. The door's going to open straight out of decon. There he is.